Hello and welcome to the Thicc Ridge story. We are on round 9. We are in Austria this time around, and I got a shiny new contract which says I have to qualify and finish in P15. So I've been thinking about this since the last video, and I've decided I'm going to, in fact, use the fresher parts because Austria and then after that Silverstone are both a lot of foot flat to the floor. So I'm going to do that. And I think because we're nearing the midpoint of the season, I should be okay with the engines or the other components for this race because neither of them has hit 50 yet, but the ICE is at 42, which is concerning. I would like for this engine to last for the race. That'll be what that'll be. Gearbox is still pretty fine. It's showing 17% wear, so not a whole lot to be worried about there. I have not done R&D yet because I'm going to have to use any points from qualifying, if I get points, to get something underway with the updates. So let's launch into that session, and hopefully it goes my way. P15 shouldn't be that much of an ask. I was looking at my own stats from the previous sessions, and any race that I finished, I have finished P15 or better, which is nice. But also there's the jinx. So, just gonna have to do what I can here. And let's go to the track, shall we? Gonna try and have a good lap of the Red Bull Ring here. So run the start-finish straight. Gotta spot the 100, take 3 gears, and just coast over that apex. I don't like to take more than 3 gears because as soon as the car's straight, you can just pound the throttle. And if it's not... Whoops. So I just wanted to get through that corner before yapping again. If the car's still got a little bit of turning angle on it, when you hit the throttle, there it goes. Maybe take an extra gear here just to see myself around the corner. And that felt really nice. Now this turn here, I usually brake just past the 50. Maybe that's not the best place, but that's where it's felt the most comfortable for a turn in. Little bit of brakes here and downshift just to see the car around the corner. And we are almost home, 2 corners left. This next one I could brake past the 50, but it's a little risky. Now this last corner here, I don't actually have a solid reference for braking. I kind of just operate on vibes, but a clean lap.
Good work.
No, where did we finish? 8th. Oh, baby. That is a new personal best in this career.
We're all ready for
So big fan of that. Ahead of Weber, ahead of Bobby K.
Those who will be fronting the grid.
And in a good position. I need to not be an absolute idiot, and I will achieve that P15 finish that Williams holds so very dear. So hopefully that pans out. Now, let's see what points I get. Yeah, I've lost the rivalry to Weber. That's fine.
Well done.
Thank you.
Very solid results. You're
So
looking
it
good
will
for
be
the
dry.
race.
That's good. I've got 800 and change points. The only thing missing here is the durability tree as far as active projects. So can I can, in fact, update the ICE durability. So let's go ahead and do that because that's been the one that I'm hitting the hardest with my god-awful downshifts. So let's go into a session, shall we? Gonna skip all of this
Before we begin,
melodrama here. The sun is out, so I guess partially cloudy, but dry. Dry is the important thing, and I'm curious to see what the game thinks I can
Where we
do.
expected on the grid. Be careful not to lose places, as there will be faster cars around you.
11 laps on a soft is hectic in an 18-lap race. Oh, goodness. What if I strategize for 9, but then if the game offers me to go an extra lap, I'll take it. If I don't have to touch the hard tires, I'm not going to touch the hard tires. Although, even if I'm pushing it, the game thinks I can get 13 laps out of the softs. This is interesting. I'm going to stick with 9 and 9, even though the game, based on my own driving, says I can do 11. But we'll just see how it all comes on the wash. And I think we're good to go. So let's hit it. Whoops. Overcooking the throttle there a little bit. Going to have to be aggressive on the race start so that I can get here. Do not want to be on the inside of any corners to start a race. Take my gears down. And we're going to run away. Whoa. From the start line here. And my DRS is immediately compromised. Big fan of
There is
that.
a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
Whoa. There's what I was talking about with that sliding. All right, so 2 corners and a sector done. And no damage. Just a failing back wing. The active arrow will not be active, and that's okay. Not a bad place to be behind Charles Leclerc in a 2019 Ferrari, mind you, when they found the workaround to give them extra power, which was so very cool of them. I don't remember how far they fell off in the games between 19 and 20, but I think they were certainly a midfield team in F1 2020. Like maybe best of the rest, but they weren't top 3. I can't remember, it's been a while. I wonder if they were outclassed by Renault by the time they did their final performance updates. I don't think so, though. So we're on lap 2 now, spot the 100. Take 6 gears. Take a little bit of the curb, because if you go too wide on that corner there, the bumps on the outer edge of the corner will unsettle the cars in a very uncool way. Take another gear down. Wow, words. I'm not totally solid on if that corner is a 4 or 5 gear descent to get around the corner. It kind of seems like it depends on traffic in front and whether or not I can get the braking point that I want. So that'll be something I learn as I go here. I didn't do a whole ton of practicing on this track before launching into the career practice sessions and the qualifying, just because I've been
DRS is now enabled.
Oh.
Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Great news for everybody who has working DRS wings. What was I saying? Right, yeah, no, this is a track that I've been pretty comfortable with for a very long time, so there's not really any excuse for me if I beef it. Like, it's just going to be a pure skill issue. Hey, that would be a good name for a very mediocre YouTuber. Okay, I think it is 5 gears down in there, because that last one does help with the rotation a whole lot. Very easy with the throttle if I'm going to ride those curbs on the left-hander, because with braking or with accelerating, if your car is bumping on and off the curbs, then the traction is inconsistent. And boy, that'll just ruin what you're trying to do in a hurry. So, oh, I'm getting DRS. Okay, they fixed it. Look at me go, look at me go. What's the traffic like behind me? Not too close at all. Coast through. DRS. And we're cruising up now. I can actually use some more fuel, I think. And we're just going to skirt along by here. Whoa. Got off the brakes a little too early with the trail braking. All right, I would just casually pass Charles Leclerc here in a Williams. Sentences that would destroy a Victorian child's brain. Nah, they didn't know what F1 was. They didn't even know what motors were. So we're coming along here, and in P7, which feels mighty nice, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's sustainable, because Silverstone after this is a much less comfortable track for me. Just because with each new game and with each new car that I race around it on, it's not the same thing. You know, do you take turn 1 flat out, or do you have to brake, or do you have to let off the gas?
Our teammate by 8.6 seconds.
Whoops. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, Silverstone, I've done a lot more racing outside of the Formula cars than I have with Formula cars on that track in various games or whatnot. A lot of it in ACC, actually, surprisingly. None in Le Mans Ultimate. I'm actually not super confident right this moment if it did in fact come out on LMU. I think it did. but I haven't touched it. So, like, I will have to practice that a bit just to solidify the braking points in my head. Because there have been plenty of times where I've just thrown a car off the track at Silverstone in multiple games. But we're in Austria now, and I need to focus on Austria. 'Twas the ADHD, my lord. So we're going to spot the 50 coming up on the left. Gear, gear. Push through. Take one more gear. Cut the corner probably a little more than should be legal. And we're just holding position, which is nice. Who's behind me? Still Leclerc, but not... Whoa, I took an extra gear. Everyone's clustered up on the corner, so I'm going to let that resolve itself and lose a position. All right, maybe we can collectively box out Charles Leclerc. Don't push me off the track, please. Thank you. Everyone wants a piece into this corner. Oh, and coming away with P6. Let the Ferraris tangle themselves into a knot. Oh, that was beautiful. Lap 6 is the place to be right now. So we got Alex Albon ahead. Then I'm assuming Checo. And thanks to all the glare, I can't see for sure what the car ahead of this 3-pack is. It's another Red Bull. Okay, so that'll be Max. Not bad company to be in when you're on the worst ranked car in the game. And now the career is set to 100 difficulty AI. I don't mess around with changing it between races. So it's just been what it's been. I happen to be comfortable on this track, so I'm choosing to take that win for myself. Oh, jeez. Okay. Checo got backed up by Albon, which maybe a little less than legal, but he does not have DRS, so I'm going to dummy him right, take the inside, slam down 6 gears. He's going to be pointy on the inside, so I gotta respect that. And we are in P5 on lap 7. Oh, that's a good feeling. I'm going to have to check my tires when we get to the start-finish straight, because it feels pretty much the same as I did at the start. I think they don't really start to fall off until you've hit 30% wear. But with this car, that takes just north of nothing to hit 30% wear. So when I get to the start-finish straight, I'll check it out. And I'm losing distance to the Red Bull ahead, which is to be expected, obviously. Really, if this happened in 2019 to an actual real-life Williams, that would be a miracle. And we're just crossing 30% wear. Take a third gear. And actually getting DRS, which I didn't think I would. He looked a little too far away for that. Last time I was looking at the car, before I started looking at the... I almost said the tire temperatures. Nope, the wear. Really making up some ground in the hairpins at the start of the lap. I don't think I'm going to pass him here, but I'll pull him wide anyway, and we'll just see what comes out. Don't push me off the track, please. Okay. I wasn't going to be able to skirt around him, so I had to give way there, unfortunately. And the car has felt... I felt the feedback get a little light as I've been operating here, so I can't be quite as aggressive as I would like to, unfortunately, in this moment. But hey, man, I'm in P5 in a Williams. I will absolutely take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Okay, pull him wide. Oh, goodness, that was some sloppy defense by Alex Albon. But he's young and he's got a lot to prove to try and keep that seat going into 2020. Pull him wide again. Braked early because I always worry about where the AI is going to brake. Sorry, I went nonverbal for just a second mid-sentence there, so I didn't throw myself off. We're a lot of back and forth here with Albon. Oh, hey. No. And we're pulling into the pits this lap anyway, so if I do get a position, I'm going to immediately lose it. And several others.
Pit now.
Buddy. I'm working on it. We're going to find the pit line. Oh, I guess he's not also pitting. He just took a saucy corner line there. Okay, I'm going to use this as a moment to take some water. That was a good water. And also the reason why I've kept the pit assist on after mulling it over in the previous video.
Release.
Because all this yapping makes a man dry.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit
And it's nice to
stops.
have a second to drink water, you know? Hell, even the pros get water breaks. Who's behind me? Danny Kvyat. Kimi Räikkönen's up ahead. He will find a way to dive bomb me even from the position in front of me, I'm sure. He's just that good. And just that finish. Alright, so we're going to spot the hundo. Yeah, 5 gears down is the way to go for that corner for sure. And immediately feeling the difference on the medium tires, which I guess is the intent, and good to know that even in an arcade game from 7 years ago, that was something that they put thought into. I'm a little worried about what my fuel delta will be by the time we get to the end of the race. So we'll have to see if I have to lower the fuel
Everyone's
mix.
just coming in for a stop.
Still, well, took an extra gear there because I forgot what corner I'm on because I was looking at the timesheet. Still above P15 after the pit break, which is excellent, honestly. I just have to work to not backslide and see it home, and we'll be good to go. Only a little bit of contact in this race, too, so far, with Alex Albon, who, fair enough, elbows up, ready to fight. I seen it in a video once that Christian Horner wanted their drivers to be
Car behind
heroes.
is boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tire.
I stopped talking because Jeff was talking, and then I forgot that I should keep talking. How about that? So I think I'm catching up to Kimi. He's on very worn soft tires, so kind of if I wasn't catching up to him, that would be a bigger worry. And he's gone to pit. Okay, so let's see where things shake down after this pit break. Starting the lap in P9, work my way up to 6th. Still cars coming out of the pits, so P5 it
We're
is.
currently 10 places above objective. Hang on to this as long as you can.
I love that that's a voice note that they made for this game. Unironically, that's great. It's nice that in this game, it gives you the objectives. It gives, with the contracts and with the races, it gives you that like thing to work for. Because I think that's gone by 2025. I actually haven't played a modern F1 game in a long time. 24 kind of soured me on the series. I made a video about it a year and a bit ago. A very boring video and short about how F1 24 sort of pushed me away from these games and towards getting a wheel and like in effect making it a more enjoyable hobby for me. So it'll always be a little bit like have a little extra shine in my eyes, I guess. But 25 I bought it and then I just didn't play it much. I didn't like how pointy everything was with the steering. It felt too much like God, I don't even know. It didn't feel good to drive the cars because they were so oversteery. That and also like if this game does nothing for you to stop or to let you catch a slide, F1 25 does entirely too much to an embarrassing degree to make it impossible for you to spin a car out. So it also felt bad in that regard. I'm just having like a side-by-side here with Vettel. I'm not going to be able to fight him off, so there's going to be a limit to how much fighting I should do. So Ferrari in 2019 with DRS against the Williams with not DRS. So like not even going to try and lose time fighting him on that one. And Leclerc is probably going to pass me on the straight here as well. It's not worth the fight because this is not where my fight is. Let me just look back here. Okay. So it's not awful. Goes through. More DRS, please. And my fuel delta has been kind of consistent over the last few laps. So maybe I will make it to the end as we pass Vettel. And I'm sure he takes that position right back. Nope. That's just me making myself a target for double DRS. Thank you. Want to look behind. Okay, there's more of a gap. I'm always worried when the cars behind me... Whoop, that was a terrible corner. When the cars behind me have DRS that, like, I'm the start of the DRS train. And it's just because I'm really bad. But if there's gaps behind the DRS, like, then it makes me feel a bit better about what I'm doing here. And I don't feel like I've had a particularly bad lap. I had that bad corner earlier that I immediately called myself out on.
Hamilton has the lead.
Oh, he took it back from Valtteri Bottas. Good for him, I guess. And I've been kind of thinking about going back and watching some of the races from this year. Ooh, my battery is not doing so great. Okay, once they... Yeah, I'll just turn it down now. Actually, I was going to say once they get past. But, like, what's the point? I'll just try and take the line that I want. And then if they get past me, so be it. Because this is not my fight, man. No moves on the inside for the Ferraris. Whoop! Hello. That's unfortunate for me. Okay. That sucked. Gonna keep my left side of the track that I want. And we are down to P7. Gonna have to check for damage in a second. Here we go. Nope, just some worn out tires, but not that worn out actually, so that's okay. And now Checo, I'm gonna have DRS on him at some stage, unless I slide again. But yeah, that's what I'm saying about that corner. Like, I was a little sloppy with my pedal applications, and the game called me on it immediately. That was a very slow. I was about to say Force India. Oh my goodness, a very slow racing point into that penultimate corner. Kind of feels like a dirty tactic.
Manage your tires.
Coast here. Power heavy. And DRS. I do need to turn the battery down though because I don't think it's going to last. Whoa! Excuse me. Having a bit of a scrap there. I got distracted by my menus like an idiot. And now I've got front wing damage. I'm just going to ride it up to the end of the race, so I'm not going to bother with a flashback.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
Whoop. Turn-in was aggressive there. That was weird. Didn't feel like I turned any more than normal. I think maybe I got, like, used to the wear of the softs. Because that's the same corner that I beefed it earlier. So I'm wondering... I mean, it's definitely all in my head, and I'm just bad at this, but, like... Oh, here he comes now. All the speed in the world for Checo. Took an extra gear down. But I'll have DRS. So we're going to try and make it count here. Slipstream for now. Try it again to pull out wide. Tuck on the inside. 3 gears down. Box him off. Go off the track. And double DRS. So after this lap, there will be one more lap. If we back and forth about it, me and AI Checo there, then that's totally fine. I just don't know who's behind him. So I'm going to look back real quick. Look back real quick, he says. Ha 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 ha, words are hard. Alright, better turn in this time. Better exit this time.
Green flag. Some information on Hulkenberg. They seem to have an issue.
Do they? Well, that's just dandy. I'm in P7, which is higher than I thought I would be at any point in this season, if I'm honest. So I'm not going to complain. Target for me was 15. I started above 15. I came out of the pits above 15, crucially. So I think we're just going to rock it to the end now. What's my gap behind me looking like?
Final lap of the race.
I might...
Teammate behind is 19.4 seconds.
19 seconds, just stomping on him. As long as I don't slide off the hairpin again, or any of the other corners, if I keep it on the track, I should be safe in this position. Very easy throttle. Probably a little too cautious, but better safe than sliding, as they say. Find the hundo. Take an extra gear down. Power through. That felt really nice, actually. Lewis Hamilton has won the race. Father called game, and that's okay. Oof. Lot of understeer on that one.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.8 seconds.
The gap ahead is not my worry right now. The gap behind is, and it looks like it's shrinking rapidly. So, gonna cut this line here. Maybe slow him down a little. And then we're pushing through right to the end. And taking P7.
Great drive, great drive.
Thank
We're really
you.
happy with that performance.
It felt not the worst that I've ever done. I have to change how I'm sitting here. My
Yes,
body
another
hurts.
historic Mercedes are on top
Yeah,
form
yeah.
once again
Good for
after
you,
an
Mercedes.
excellent- Let's have a look then at the
Let's have a
driver's
look.
standings.
So,
This result narrows the gap between our championship
that
leader
was-
and the rest of the standings.
I had,
Now,
what,
let's
4
discuss,
tenths
Abs,
behind,
who
but
would
then
you
another
say
5
is a
seconds behind that.
contender
Okay,
for
cool.
driver of the day?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick
That
Lando.
felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like it should. I should have gotten points. I came into it expecting points because this is like my most, maybe aside from Spa and like Road Atlanta, I think the Red Bull Ring is the one I drive on the most across the games that I play. So honestly, if I didn't get points, it would have been embarrassing internally for me, but externally for the video. Ooh, challenges. Well, let me look at my
Looks
messages
like Lucas
first.
also has an upcoming historical event in his calendar.
Okay.
If you decide to take him on, it might help you get some coverage and get people talking about you a bit more.
All right, I will try the checkpoint challenge at Monza. I haven't driven Monza in months, easily. Certainly since before this winter started. So, in a car that I don't drive on, in a game where I don't drive on the classic cars much, we're just gonna hope, you know? Okay, so we're gonna get it underway. And we're gonna have a great time. Regardless of my inability. Oh, these settings are awful. I guess I'll try breaking it 150? No, before. I don't know. I don't know how these cars are supposed to be set up. But I'll turn the fuel up for sure. Get some extra power behind my toes. I love the, like, morning, like, foggy look of things. Oh, she's slippery. Okay, this car is going to call me out on anything that I don't know how to do pretty quick, it feels like. Gonna brake hard at the 50. Oh, lordy. Just sliding all over the shop. I really should practice with the classic cars in this game because I just don't know how they're supposed to feel. Take a Scary here. Take it nice and easy. In a game where all the curbs are icy, with a car where all the turns are icy, I just want to keep things going where they're supposed to go, you know? Well, probably I should have braked earlier than that. I haven't even touched Monza in such a long time. It's nuts. Well, we made it through one lap. The time's still looking good. I think I'll hit my target distance, but we'll see. Oh my goodness, that gate there that I passed through, my brain interpreted it as the track acclimation, the practice sessions where they like start at like a suggested braking point. So my brain was just like, brakes now, which was bad. Take a little curb there if I can. I couldn't, so I didn't. Whoa. Downshift and maybe rotate a little more because I need that. Goes through here. This just feels all over the shop. This doesn't feel like a good car to drive. Oh man. It's obviously up to me. Like the cars have always been what they've been. Ascari. Anytime I see Ascari, it makes me think of the YouTuber, I believe it's Bazzi92. Where homie just like sets the microphone up, trackside and records cards passing. Great videos every time. It's always like super fun to just like see and hear what the real world cars are like, because it's been so long since I've been to an actual race. Who has the money, right? But that's what Monza makes me think of, specifically Ascari. Although I think I've seen him at Imola more recently. I say him like I know who the person is. It could be a team of people for all I know. But good videos anyway. And I'm squeaking out the distance here. I've passed the goal, so this is all just for gravy now. Well, bit of slide there. Could have been a bit of rear lockup. Am I going to make it to that gate? 2. Made it. That'll be the last gate I make, I'm sure. Whoa. Forgot what corner I was on. Oh yeah, that was the rear lockup for sure. Oh well. I did what I could. I almost made it to 15 kilometers. Oh, I made it to 14.99. That sucks. If I was a little faster, I could have got another gate, but not going to feel bad about it. You know? I beat both the goals that were put in front of me, as I did with the Austria race, with the qualifying, and with the race itself. So, Silverstone's going to be round 10, which will mark effectively the halfway point of the season. So I'll check the stats after the next race.
Congratulations on your success in the Invitational.
Thank you.
It might not help you in the championship standings, but it definitely helps.
Ooh, dry race again. Love that. Okay, so that will be this video. That was better than I thought it would be. It was a low bar, but like I still like stepped over it, which is nice. Better than having failed. So, like I say there, up next will be Silverstone for the 10th round. Not a bad race. Overall, I don't know how I'm going to feel about Silverstone because I don't think I've ever felt comfortable on it. Really, it's not complicated, the track itself, but I mean, I'm just not that great at these things. So I'll have to practice a bit before the next recording. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Make good choices, and bye.